Hey everybody, welcome to the latest roundtable discussion that we call Inside Marketing. So this time we're going to talk about something that combines two of my favorite topics, cars and marketing. And in particular, there's been an article that just came out in Fast Company by Martin Lindstrom talking about, is the automobile the next battleground for marketing? And man, this is a great topic. What do you guys think? I think yes, and I'll explain in a moment. But what do you guys think? Is this the new frontier for marketers?
Personally,
I
I think this is a great idea. What's better than marketing to someone when they're driving by, seeing that they can get a discount? I mean, it's reaching the customer when they're right at the product. There's nothing better than that.
So Rebecca, you're shaking your head here. You seem spun up about this.
I think it's awful. I think it's I believe it's another form of geofencing, which I don't have a problem with being an opt-in service, but I just can't imagine who would want to get these notifications in their car. I just think it's intrusive and frankly annoying. I mean, I'm in my car 4 hours a day. I don't want any more advertisements than I absolutely have to have.
So wait, so you don't listen to the radio when you're in the car? You're not
No,
getting
I've
any
made a
ads already
concerted.
in the car? You
No,
don't
I
drive
have
past any
XM.
billboards?
I have XM radio and I have audiobooks and I drive by enough billboards. I don't need messages coming into my car telling me to go to McDonald's.
So let me dig in a little bit deeper in this article. So what it's really talking about, and some of the examples are already happening right now in Japan, and this is beyond the typical branding in your GPS or doing sort of basic location stuff. The example given here is that individuals are offered, if they want to get a discount when they buy their car, if they essentially opt into providing a whole bunch of personal information in terms of what they do for their career, their income, the birthdays of the people in their family, their brand preferences, their favorite colors, and essentially attach that personal profile to their car so that marketers can start to sort of micro broadcast certain offers while they're driving around, triggered by location, triggered by other preferences. That's kind of what we're talking about here. It seems like you're shaking your head again, Rebecca. This sounds like something that you do not like.
I really don't like it. And as a marketer, I would feel guilty creating these marketing messages.
Marketers do not feel guilt, first of all.
Exactly.
Let's put that out there.
I
No, I think it's really interesting because I see it both ways. It's interesting because there is an opt-in, which I like. But I think the fact that, Subway can see me driving by every day and know which days I pull in, which days I don't, and I drive by past them to the sushi place down the street. It's a little unnerving that their promotions could drive my lunch preferences. And that to me is a little weird. I mean, it's sort of a real life example, so that's kind of how I see it. But it's at the same time, I think it's a really powerful tool. That being said, it can also be a really big distraction, which I feel like might be an issue for people like me who have shiny object syndrome, big time. So I'm not sure how they correct for that because it's just like your cell phone, right? Which so many states now are blocking from use when you're driving your car. How
This is
is
an
this?
interesting point, right? Where we've got, sync and we've got, web in your car. Isn't the car for driving as opposed to being a mobile home entertainment system? I mean, I love gadgets, and I love cars and I love marketing. Part of me is thinking that this might be a bit too much. But then again, the counterpoint to me is, and I'd love to hear what you guys think, is how different is this than having location-based ads on your phone when you're walking around when you're in the shopping mall? Is this any different? Is this basically the same idea but on wheels?
As a marketer, I don't think I have any issue with it being in the car, I mean, as long as I'm reaching my customers where they're going to be and where they can buy my products, I don't think it matters whether it's on a phone or over the Bluetooth or whatever. However, you reach these customers, as long as they're being reached where they need to be reached and they can hear your message and it's a message they want to hear. I think you're being a successful marketer.
I think it's intrusive, and to Shilpa's point earlier, it's borderline disruptive and dangerous. And I need to see some really hard data that people are going to accept this and that it's going to be successful and it's not going to be intrusive or dangerous before I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. Because right now, my gut reaction is this is a horrible, horrible thing.
I mean, all marketing is, yeah, to some degree is intrusive. And to me, the difference between spam and a helpful alert is if you're interested in that information.
Well, there's my
And
question. Who's interested? Like, who wants
People who
that?
are opting in.
But why? What's going to make me opt into this service?
A huge discount on your car.
Okay,
Huge
so
discount on your
That's
They
car.
gave.
that's not worth it to me. My question is, I don't know if you all read the article, but one of the examples was that you're driving by McDonald's and it's your kid's birthday, and you get a message in your car wishing your kid a happy birthday and telling him to come in for a meal. If I was a parent, I mean, obviously this is very targeted, but I would be really angry because then you have kids in the back seat yelling, "Hey, let's go to McDonald's," and you're like, "No, we have to get to school." You know,
The power of peer
Well,
pressure.
just like there's an opt-in, there should probably be, and I don't know enough about what the setup is for this program, but there should be an opt-out, right? Certain types of messaging that you don't want to receive. So if you do want to receive, information on sales going on at retail stores that you're driving by, that's one thing. But if you don't want notifications from McDonald's, for instance, or if I don't want Subway tracking my every move every day at lunch, then that's a completely different story. And I think there should obviously be limitations that the individual can set as far as what they can or cannot receive.
Let me try the wrap up here. So I think, marketers, we can argue whether they have a conscience or not, but there's no doubt that they're looking for opportunities to reach consumers wherever they are. And the car has always been the domain of radio. When you look at different media types, that was always the domain of the drive time listener, the morning commute, the afternoon commute. People were captive for the most part in their cars. That's what made radio so powerful. Now they have their cell phones in their car. They have enhanced GPS. In theory, they have internet in their car. There's no doubt that we're going to fill the drive time with more and more offers. And if it follows the track of mobile and online, if you can opt in and you're sort of granting permission to brands to understand more and more about you, and you fill out profiles, and there's a way to opt out, there's no doubt that this is what people are going to focus on.